Good evening, and this is Adrian Snell speaking to you from his home in Bath. I was deeply saddened when I heard the news of Mike's passing. It was a shock, and I actually hadn't known about the ongoing illness he'd been suffering. So, with all of you, I mourn his loss, but I also celebrate his life. What a guy. Much has been spoken about his smile, and I want to add to that because smiles are funny things, and you kind of know when people's smiles are, should we say, it's forced. That was never the case with Mike. His smile, in my opinion, represented his attitude to life, that there was so much to live for. And when he interviewed you as a musician or an artist, he was probing for that, for what you lived for as a person, what you celebrated about life, what you were grateful for. His knowledge was incredible, and as an artist who's been interviewed quite a few times, I can tell you that there's little more frustrating than an interviewer who really doesn't know what he's talking about, or at least he hasn't done the research. And that leads to the same old questions and the same old answers, and not much of interest to an audience. Mike was not like that. He prepared incredibly thoroughly. He knew what he wanted to ask, and they were probing questions that actually were delightful to answer. So he was a very gifted interviewer. To me personally, he was a great supporter, had a huge amount of belief in my work, and wanted to do what he could to expand my audience through his interviews, and I'm deeply grateful to him for that. And I was living in Leeds with my wife Sue, but we got to know him because we worshipped in the same church. He entered a far more meaningful and lasting profession of somebody who cared about music, who cared about pushing Christian music wherever he could, challenging Christian musicians, to think about their faith, to not be satisfied with less than the best, and then using all of his charming skills to tell the world that there was music out there that brought hope and healing. So thank you, Mike, for everything you brought to me personally and to many, many other artists. And may your memory, well, I know it will live on. And it will live on through some of what is taking place right now that I'm a part of from my home in Bath. Thank you. God bless you.